So there's been times when people spoke on Atlantis as a isolated island that mysteriously sunk uh, about a century or so ago. But let me ask you a simple question. What's the difference between Atlantis and Tartaria? Now, this is a structure of Atlantis right now, right? Take a look at it. Take a good look at it, right? You see the structures, how it's built, real detail, right? Okay. Now, here's a Tartarian structure. Does it look familiar? Does it look very similar to what we just looked at in the Atlantis structure that they claim is Atlantis? So let me put you up to speed. Atlantis and Tartaria are basically one and the same. All these structures from around the country, around the world, basically. So you go to China, you have the Great Wall of China, right? The Great Wall of China was the edge of Tartaria, or the edge of Atlantis / Tartaria, which is basically blocking that area off from who knows what. Whatever's north of that area, or whatever that was going on up there in the North Pole, or whatever they want to call it, it was something that they were blocking out of it. Invaders, some kind of invaders, right? Because that was basically the armed force, the army area, which they protected the rest of Tartaria, which leads into America. So America was also part of Asia as well. It was all Atlantis. All these continents that we see was all Atlantis. You see Tartaria structures all over the place, and you wonder how, if they were all connected, how is Asia now separated from America, right? And you'll think, how can you stop invaders once they get past the Great Wall of China? Once they get past that wall, how else would you slow down their invasion? You flood them out. You cut the area off, and you flood the area, which separated part of Atlantis. You see, all of these continents are no longer connected, right? The reason why they're no longer connected is because they tried to stop the invasion by flooding Atlantis out. Atlantis never sunk. Only partial of it sunk. We're standing on Atlantis right now. You see the structures. You see them in Russia. You see them in America. You see all of these churches, these old churches from place to place. You have places in Europe with castles. You have places in Africa with castles. Castles in big structure, old structures all over the place. Then you see remnants of them. They were building more structures which were never completed. But take a look. You see these structures, you see these buildings all over the place. You see them at your Capitol buildings, you see them, the courthouses, and all of that. These were all part of Atlantis structures / Tartaria structures. They were all one and the same. No matter where you go in this world, you're gonna run into Tartaria / Atlantis structures. Take a look at it. Look at the detail. It looks like some of the stuff was added on later, right? As you can tell. But the overall image of the Great Wall of China is Tartarian style. Just take a good look at it. Do your research on it. Do your research and you'll see that it's all Tartarian style. Look at the detail. Look at the detail in the Wall of China. It's basically Tartarian / Atlantis style. You see the details in the structure from all over. Very detailed. You can't deny it. This was all a part of Atlantis, from Asia to Europe to Africa to America to South America, all Atlantis / Tartaria.